Hey, good afternoon, Bob, Trade Genius, 22nd of April. And I'm sure you've all noticed that oil shot up 3% overnight based on the president and his team giving countries 1 year to no longer receive waivers for a sanction for Iranian oil. And the market instantly reacted. And so that's a year away, and they popped at 3%. And the thing that we got to be careful of here is that this is a monthly chart of oil. I just want to really take a step back. So it's been in a downtrend, and a lot of these OPEC countries are still not making money, even with oil at the prices they are today, and they're desperate to get the prices higher. And but for consumers, it's a tax. And so here's an '07. This is 10/11, and then we had '07, and I didn't put that one in here. I'll do this real quick while we're talking. Is you have these moves, and oil moving. Just slide this down a little bit. 200% move killed the stock market. We had the 2011. Remember, we had the flash crash here, 57%. We had the China tantrum, okay, and brought the oil down, and then they lifted it again. And we had the October crash, and now we're up again, 51%. And look, nothing's changed in the oil markets other than the U.S. is producing a lot more oil. Demand has been pretty stable, and we're getting these wild speculative swings. I mean, oil should trade like a flat line, and you're getting these massive moves just because there's so much money trying to speculate in this space. But what I worry about here is if we break through, people have no reserves now. We have an economy where wages are fairly locked. But when I say wages, I'm talking about wages, not benefits, the stuff that people actually take home with them. And if you're a minimum wage employee, you just seen, another $40 or $50 a month coming out of your paycheck. And when you're only making, $12,000 or $14,000 a year, those things start adding up. And you're basically taking away. And I have an example. I have an 18-year-old daughter who's now slowly, she's still in high school, but she's working part-time, moving up to full-time here in the summer. And, she's already noticing that she's putting gas in her tank has gone up for her. In California, gasoline has gone up already 25%. And so she sees it. That's one less thing she can do. And there's people that actually have to live off this stuff, and some people, how are they going to get to work? And I think it's gonna go through the whole economic supply chain here, and especially if they bust this up and try to do the double top here, and I'll zoom in here a little bit on a weekly. Try to get this thing to back up to here, but this is a downtrend line here. If this breaks this loose, then we could see oil in the triple digits. And I think President Trump's playing with fire here with Iran. I agree with most things that he's doing, but these foreign interventions and entanglements are not one of them. And now we're screwing around with Iran, and unintended consequences can come from this. And there's a lot of people in there that wouldn't mind a little bit of a shooting war, that are going to benefit financially from it, i.e. Russia and Saudi Arabia, and then America's in the middle of defending their windfall profits, while our ships are being targeted. And then you got India and China who are heavily dependent on this oil, and who knows how they're going to react to this. And also, with India, they're ostensibly an ally, and we're going to make an enemy of them. South Korea, Japan. These are people that support our foreign policy in the Pacific, and we're gonna tilt them away from us. I think we really need to think hard about this. And just from a total greed standpoint, I think we need to have oil back off and back off hard, or I think President Trump can find himself on the outside looking in for the next election, and that's not going to benefit anybody. So anyway, keep an eye on it. I see no reason why, unless this was just a blow off day because of, some of the markets were closed today. But if we get any kind of follow through this week, then we're heading up to here. If we start turning back down, the charts here don't say so yet, then I think we could see, at least in California, we could see gasoline over $5 a gallon again, and that's going to bite. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for listening, and I'll do a market recap a little bit later. But I want to talk about oil right now. Thanks. Bye bye.